Over the past few years, I have found so much value in my daily wearable tech companion, my Garmin 945 GPS watch. Since the day I put it on, it stays on my wrist from dawn to dusk, and I never take it off. It helps me track my training, sure, but in reality it does so much more. More than in the logged kilometers and laps, I have found the greatest insights to lie in the data that daily lifestyle provides. In this video, I will try and show you how I use my Garmin 945 and its built-in features of sleep, stress and body battery to max out my training, lifestyle and healthy habits, all with the goal of improving my overall life quality. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a new video. Today I would like to share with you my everyday companion in life, which is my GPS watch. It is a Garmin 945 multisport watch. I absolutely love it, both for training and for everyday physiological metrics. Why did I land on Garmin? I landed on Garmin because when I started out, I had no clue absolutely about what watch to get. And Garmin was just basically the most popular option. So basically one day I found a super discount for a Garmin 735 XT, which was a really entry-level multi-sport watch, basically the cheapest one there was. And I must say, from the second I put it on, I never took it off. Because I just really got into the metrics, everyday tracking, all the different nuances of wearing a tracking device every day, both for training and for lifestyle purposes. After that, that watch exploded, so I needed to progress to another one, and I got a Fenix 3 HR, which I absolutely loved. It was a very cool watch, but it was very bulky. It was a big steel quadrant. I knew that the next watch that I wanted to get was something more similar to the 735 XT, but with some differences. So I decided to upgrade, and I decided to upgrade to the Garmin 945. And why did I choose the Garmin 945? Well, number one, battery life. So my goal was to eventually progress and do a full distance Ironman. So I knew that my watch needed to have that battery life. I wanted to have a really long battery life and not having to think about that. And that is something that the Garmin 735 XT didn't have. The Garmin 3 HR did have that battery life, but I wanted something that was lighter. I wanted something smaller, lighter, and just generally more, like easygoing. The Fenix series is very cool because it has awesome construction build and awesome materials. But one day I fell upon a really crazy page that basically explains a lot of different things, like the weight of your shoes when you're doing a full distance Ironman, or the weight on your bike. And one crazy thing that was written was that the difference in a couple of grams on the watch during the swim, which is actually so many strokes, you are basically, through those tiny little grams extra on the watch, you are lifting like, I don't know, a ton of kilograms during the swim. So I knew I wanted something lighter. And I fell upon the Garmin 945 because it had tracking for training. It was light, it had really long battery life, it's sleek, it's black, it's minimal, and it has a huge amount of other metrics thanks to the Garmin ecosystem, which I find truly valuable in day-to-day life. And let me explain what I mean with truly valuable in day-to-day life. First off, all the training that I do is tracked within the Garmin ecosystem. So it all goes to Garmin Connect. I use an HR strap, HRM tri-strap, so I can track every single session that I do, including the swims. And why is this important to me? Because through the watch and the Garmin Connect app, I can get a score for every single workout, whatever it may be. It can be swim, it can be bike, it can be run, it can be weights, and every single workout will have a score. And this score gives a weekly total of training load. So to monitor the training load, just adding up that gives a really precise snapshot on what is going on in the training cycle. And it can allow for changes to be made and to stuff added or taken away also. All of this from the Garmin ecosystem for a more specific like training stress score perspective gets bounced to Training Peaks, where I have a snapshot of the week. And it's very clear, it's very simple. I track every single workout, even the bike, on the watch in order to have this, because I have a Brighton bike computer, but I would like to have every single workout cataloged in the Garmin Connect app, and I find it super useful and very easy to track. Now, let's get on to the stuff that I really enjoy about this watch, and that is all the physiological metrics. So in particular, I am obsessed with 3 metrics, and those are sleep, stress, and body battery. Sleep is fairly straightforward, and the Fenix had it too, but it's just something that I really love from Garmin, and it basically tracks how many hours you sleep and the quality and quantity of your sleep. So it'll give you every morning a little phrase saying, oh, this is how your sleep went, deep and restful sleep, or very light and unrestful sleep. And I love this because I can get a clear snapshot over the past 4 weeks of my sleep schedule. I always try and get at least 7.5 hours per night. 8 hours is mandatory minimum for me. And I can see over the past 4 weeks how the sleep schedule has been going, the sleep scores. And this can show me oh, last week I felt really drained, or in this session, in this bike session, I didn't perform at all. Why? And I go and see the sleep score and it's really bad. I slept maybe, I don't know, 5.5 hours, or it was very unrestful sleep. So sleep is absolutely fundamental, both for everyday life, for work, for travel, for everything, but especially to ensure that I can go into workouts. If I've had a poor night's sleep, maybe a hard workout will wait till the day after. That has happened a lot of times, actually. And this comes into the second metric that I absolutely love, and that is stress. So Garmin 945 can give us a value of the stress we are living, and this is done through measuring HRV, heart rate variability, every second of every day. So what is heart rate variability? Basically, our heart is not precise like a metronome. It has some variations between heartbeats, and this is called heart rate variability. These variations are completely normal and healthy, and they just vary every single second of every day, and they can follow different patterns. Basically, our heart is governed by the autonomic nervous system. This is ANS gives the impulse to the heart to do what it does, and the autonomic nervous system is divided into 2 parts, parasympathetic and sympathetic. The sympathetic branch is the one that is active when we have some kind of stress in our life. It could be anything. It could be a workout, it could be work, it could be a million different things. So the sympathetic nervous system kicks in and it takes control when we are in stressful situations. Whereas the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair part of the autonomic nervous system, is active when we are in a relaxed state. It takes over and it does its thing. When the sympathetic nervous system is working, our heart rate variability decreases, leading to a lower heart rate variability score. When the parasympathetic nervous system is in control, our heart rate variability gets a higher value, so the difference between beats is higher and we get a higher heart rate variability score. So HRV is a great way to tell which side of the autonomic nervous system is in control, or which combination of them is in control. HRV is an indirect measurement of this stress and the balance between these 2 things. So a higher HRV means lower stress. And this, I absolutely love it because it is so true. I can actually monitor, maybe I have a hard workout, okay, that's it. But the thing is, in order to fulfill a training plan and something that has a bigger picture, so a training plan is not one session, a training plan is multiple weeks of efforts, one after the other. And the thing is, the workout does not stop when we press stop on the watch. The thing that happens is we have stress after the workout, and with the Garmin 945 and with the stress score, we can see this. We can see that maybe after a 5-hour taxing bike ride, our levels of stress maybe remain elevated for maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, who knows. We could have a disruption in sleep because maybe we went on the bike ride too close to bedtime and our body didn't have the time to reduce the amount of stress, and it carries over into the night, so we get a less restful sleep. So absolutely, I love the stress metric on the Garmin 945, and I believe a ton of other Garmin watches have them. I just prefer the 945 for the reason I said before. And here we lead into my absolutely favorite metric there is on the Garmin 945, which is body battery. Body battery is an insane graphical representation of all the metrics I said before. So it can be sleep, HRV, and activity. Body battery basically combines all these together to give us a score of how our personal body battery, so our energy reserves, are stocked up or they are being depleted. And I absolutely am mental about this metric because I find it to be time after time always true. This gives us two values of charged and drained. So we recharge when we are in low stress situations or we are sleeping, and we drain it during our days, doing whatever we do. Like even just moving around, working, will drain our body battery, and it is something that you can really feel. Why do I find this so important in the context of a training plan and triathlon, but overall a healthy life, is that when maybe we have less restful sleep and our body battery isn't completely charged, and we are seeing that it's getting depleted really fast, it can be a good indication and good input to conserve energy. And maybe, like I said before, for the sleep score, maybe to push a really hard session to another day. And conversely, it can be if we are feeling like really good and we see our body battery score is high and our stress level is low, it can be maybe we can change a workout that was maybe the day after to the day before. Something that I absolutely found to be true is that maybe some workouts or some training sessions that I didn't think were going to tax me that much, I ended up actually during the day feeling like really drained. And upon checking body battery, it was just, it was dropping off so fast. Or maybe I had started from a point that wasn't 100, maybe it was 90. Maybe I didn't sleep that well. All in all, I love this watch. I would definitely recommend it. Now they have a version with LTE, which is basically you don't need even to take your phone with you. And I absolutely recommend it for not only training, but for physiological tracking throughout our life and our days. I truly believe these metrics can help and they can give positive insights to make great choices regarding our work, family, and training life balance. I must admit that since I wore a Garmin watch for the first time, I basically never take it off. I always keep it on, and I love like geeking out on this stuff. I really find it interesting, and I really find it can have some positive impacts on my life. Let me know what you think about the Garmin 945, or if you think that there are other watches outside that can do the same things that maybe are worth trying. And I hope you found this video useful. I hope it got you jazzed up for activity trackers and all that kind of stuff. Hope to see you in the next video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. And cheers, thanks for watching.